Peace. Today is Friday, September 14th. Making today's math.
Knowledge, culture, freedom, all being born to power refinement.
I just love hearing you say the math. I just love it. That's right. Knowledge, do the knowledge to yourself, okay? And yourself is your culture. You live your own culture every day, okay? And your power is the truth that you speak from the knowledge that you possess of your culture. Peace to the gods and earth.
This young buck thing.
Oh shit!
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Now we went on a tangent.
Of that subject.
Now I did.
I just got on some rapidy rap
That was
shit.
hilarious.
I did a little research.
Yeah, that was disgusting.
Now
I say I need to bring that back.
apparently, hang on. Apparently, there was a viral video that was posted by a hacked account over the weekend claiming to show G-Unit member Young Buck involved in a sexual act with a transgender woman. A transgender, it said. Not.
Oh, so that's a chick with a dick.
No, that's a chop-off dick.
No, that's...
What? If a transgender woman...
That's when they bananaed the dick.
Is that when they go through the whole thing? Because transgender...
Yeah, transgender...
You have titties.
What we said, a trans... vestite is just the dressing up.
No, that's dressing up as a woman.
Transgender is... You believe that you're a woman.
Well, no.
And you probably want...
That get the titties, because they get the hormones.
And they also banana the dick.
Oh, that means the whole thing is full?
They banana the dick.
Well, I mean,
they cut the dick like a banana peel, and then they tuck it in.
Or half. They still keep the...
They banana the dick.
The operational...
Right.
But...
So, layaway transgender.
So, hang on. First of all, shout out to Sha Money. Shout out to Taval again. Shout out to 13 or 2 Lunes, LBR Roots, Ahmad Suyutu,
Japan.
Peace to everyone from South Egypt. We
are
listening to you through a pirate server
Shokran.
At our Bedouin encampment.
Shokran.
Much love from the Arabs.
Shokran.
The Bedouins are fucking with us? Wow, that's kind of crazy.
Inshallah.
It's unfortunate that Harold isn't editing this video. I'm pretty sure he would just have some funny... He probably could have just did the most.
Taval said, as Nellie Fuller says, we don't need leaders. Overall leaders are easy targets. We need to study leaders and act the same way, not look for one messiah. Also, the powers that be will always build to destroy. I won't be surprised if Colin is fucked up years from now.
Well, that's deep.
Who knows, man? Who knows what's going to happen?
And Sha Money's the one that said, talk about the Young Buck situation. The chat niggas are going crazy about the story. So, what are we saying? What do we know about this? I mean, he's saying it's not him. He said, ain't shit getting... Young Buck, in his defense, he said, let me address this shit, real fast. Let me address this real fast, real quick. Ain't shit gay about me, he said. I ain't got a problem with no gay people, he continued. But there ain't no motherfucking tape or no motherfucking punk sucking my dick.
Remember Lloyd Banks was caught in it? They thought it was a guy that looked like Lloyd Banks.
It was a
right.
Yeah, it looked like Lloyd Banks. He was like, yo. And it's the same way that happened with, that was Bobby Valentine. You see that video?
Bobby Valentine.
No.
Well, no, that was somebody.
First of all, I don't want to watch gay videos.
Somebody.
No, it wasn't a gay video. It was him caught with a...
It was somebody he's trying to hurry up and get out the room.
And the guy's like, hi, Bobby Valentine.
I guess he didn't.
Oh, shit.
He didn't pay for the services.
Why you running out?
Bobby Valentine.
Where you going, Bobby Valentine?
You just got a free dick suck now.
He's basically running behind him with the camera calling out. But so all right, you just read Young Buck's response, but so what was the actual incident? Like, I don't know, I'm clueless, so I'm just
like I said.
He got caught in a compromise.
There was a viral video.
Okay.
That was posted by a hacked account over the weekend claiming to show G-Unit member Young Buck involved in a sexual act with a transgender woman.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you know,
clip
he's
in
defending
question.
it. So
hang on, let me click the clip in question. Uh-oh.
Here we go. Is it looking like
now?
See, I don't even want to click on no shit like
everybody
that.
has a double, man.
There's a clip right here. It says, "I got the juice in the scoop." A transgender messing around with young buck at Buckshots. Hashtag yikes. Watch full video on her page.
Whoa.
I don't know, man. I don't even want to click this type of shit.
Click it. Click
But
it.
there's a picture of someone standing there. You come over here and click it.
Want me to click it?
Come over here.
Let's get down to this.
Oh gosh. I guess I should I be the one? I don't know. I just feel like people.
This is gross. All right. Oh, Young Buck's in a coat. What's that? You got some sort of shearling on. You got a shearling on.
This is the car accident effect. Okay. Everybody's stopping the.
Okay. We're watching the video right now, everybody. All right. Okay, Young Buck. Okay, I know that's Young Buck's face. Is it?
No.
This is some extra bullshit. All right. Now show the footage. Okay. That's not. So what's that? This is bullshit. Okay.
Wait, that's a bitch mixtape. That's somebody's demo song.
That's the girl.
That's somebody's demo song.
Real is rare.
This is somebody's demo song.
I don't know. They're not showing nothing. They're not showing anything. Let's turn that shit down because we don't want. Oh, that's true. Got my kids. There you go. Love you. What is that?
That's motherfucking MC Baby.
Oh, okay. Here we go.
There's a video.
Okay, giving money down. No, it's repeating again.
I'm not buying it.
It's only 6,000 views on this anyway.
I'm not buying it. I'm telling you, that's somebody.
They're just showing pictures of Young Buck.
That is one of them doll MCs. That's a baby doll. That's a.
Nah, that's nothing. That's bogus. Okay.
That's bogus.
Well,
that's new such and such on the come up. Such and such doll on the come up. Demo. No.
That wasn't real. I don't know. That was.
Yeah, we don't know what that was all about, y'all. We just try to look at the video or whatever.
And 50 didn't even say nothing, so I'm like...
Y'all send me a link to the video or some shit. I don't fucking know.
Pause.
What'd you say?
Hold your head.
Then I thought about it like...
hold your head, Young Buck.
Pause.
I'm not adding to
Pause, son. Pause. So with that...
Well, that wasn't on my list of stuff. I have more positive things to discuss.
What else is there?
How about that Drake bringing out Meek Mill at the garden? Can we?
They were battling, right? And then he went to jail for a while, Meek Mill, right? And he got out. And did Trump pardon him? Who got right?
Trump?
No, who pardoned?
No.
How did he get out?
No, actually, no.
Someone got him out.
I think just the city, like, we're really breathing down this judge's neck. Like at this point, at this juncture, damn, I'm all hoarse now, fucking with this guy. It's seeming really personal. So they, I guess the city officials, the mayor, the owner of the Philly, what's the Philly basketball team? Is that 76?
Yeah, yes. Bailed him out or something.
Or it's just something like
something
kind of like fought for it. I know when he got out, he was like at the game that night.
So speaking of Meek Mill,
him and Drake are cool.
Him and Drake fucking hugged out.
Oh yeah,
because the battle was corny.
What the fuck? But who saw that coming? Like, I think since he's got out, I think we've seen a kinder, gentler Meek Mill, yes?
He probably learned his lesson. You know what I mean? And
he's grown up.
Yeah.
And I think Drake is just, like, Drake is somebody that's just always strategizing to me. Like, I think that was very strategic of Drake. Like, he's giving away millions of dollars.
He's giving money away.
Right, now I'm squashing beefs with my arch enemies.
He's putting on artists. He's letting the girl that was in the Shiggy video or whatever, I think she got to do some prison time or something. Yeah, so like she got, she had a little come up real quick.
Yeah.
And
I think maybe he's
just doing all of these humanitarian things
which
now.
Is cool.
And
I like that. I always respect him.
I just think it probably in the wake of his, but not necessarily
with that herpes thing, or no, with the kid.
No, not the herpes thing.
Or the child.
I was not gonna be Omar from The Wire.
I was gonna say in the wake of the Pusha beef.
Yeah.
I think he's just, know.
Pusha was coming, boy.
I think he's just kind of like, realigning himself with
which is all right.
The hip hop community that, and that's
soul searching.
That's right. Me and Pimp C was mad cool. Rest in peace, Pimp C.
Rest in peace, Pimp C. That two grown men,
And sometimes you just gotta be.
You gotta lead. Sometimes you gotta lead by example. I can't figure out for the life of me why Nicki's not following Drake's lead. Like.
I don't know what. Yeah, that's.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know necessarily what their dynamic is. I was surprised, but I'm surprised they're not on tour together. They both got new albums out, but I guess Drake was like, "Look, that girl crazy.
Yeah,
she crazy Sagittarius. I'm Sagittarius too, so I already know what it is." But
they says it's transgender with Young Buck as a rapper and he was on Star Show.
What?
We don't know enough about this whole transgender shit.
I'm not getting enough
Let's move on. What else we talking about?
We don't know enough about it, and people gonna be in the comments like, "Nah, motherfucker, this, that."
And let me just let the record reflect that I fucks with Young Buck as a rapper. Like, I think he's dope.
Word.
I like
Young Buck.
I like his first album.
Young Buck got some dope fucking shit.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, I fucks with Young Buck. So I hope it's not true. I hope it's not true because I fucks with Young Buck.
Yeah.
What else we have going on? The Bobby Brown story.
Oh boy! I haven't seen it yet. I'm going to see it. I made
him watch it so that we can talk about it. I have. Because he was late to the party too.
I have the new edition thing on my.
Everybody's talking all this shit about me. Why don't they
The new edition shit was dope. The movie was
tell me why.
Great. And so when they broke off with this, they used the same guy that's playing Bobby Brown. He
the movie. Yo.
And they said it's good. So I'm
it's
looking forward to seeing
dope.
I'm not a
when you see the girl that played Nippy,
she killed it.
What?
Yo.
They got the motherfucking move down to a motherfucking science edit.
She fucked me up.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you a scene that it wasn't a proud Whitney moment, but in that moment, looking at this actress, I felt that. I'm like, damn, she killed Whitney. The scene where
when he was on the floor.
No. Well, that was another.
I loved it. When she came in.
There's actually a lot of
so oblivious, but that
it's not her best.
I want to hear what you was going to say.
This when right before they was about to get married, and remember the now wife, then best friend, Alicia's like, she's probably nervous too.
Which is suspect because that wife is an executive producer on the show. But go ahead.
Go check on her. So when Bobby goes to check on her, it's in that moment he learns that. Allegedly, that's when he learns that she's doing the coke. He walks in on her doing it, and she's like, "Oh damn, fucking, you might as well know I do coke sometimes." But the way, her mannerism, it's like in that moment, like she had the speech, the mannerism.
And I'm telling you, this girl had she was nippy. Even she had it down.
I'm wondering the singing, because aren't these actors actually doing the singing? Like,
I think they are. I think they are.
Their own singing.
I think they are. And if she is, this woman can sing.
If this girl
and the nigga sound like Bobby.
If this woman is doing Whitney, oh my God, when she sang at Bobby's mom's funeral, I'm looking, almost had chills.
I think she was with that, she sounded like,
She probably studied it real well. She killed it.
I mean, this girl, but what's funny is a movie like that will get panned, and just because it's about Bobby Brown, it won't get no nominations for no Golden Globe. But I'm telling you, there's some, nominated worthy performances in this fucking not that the whole shit is the greatest thing in the world, don't get me wrong, but there are a few performances in this show that
they are,
man, if you gonna nominate this white motherfucker for some bullshit that they got nominated for, god damn it, you could not. But again, we're not worrying about their metrics right now.
But that's the
thing. I was one of them, right?
I don't give a fuck.
We got NAACP Awards.
And hopefully it will be recognized. Because I'm telling you, there was some quality acting.
We need more made-up awards, like the Portier Awards. Damn it, we need more for us.
I like that, the Portier Award. Is that a real thing, or is that something we can mention?
Like, these are things
to win the Portier. These
are things that we need to establish
right now. I love how you said that's so prestigious. It's not even a real thing.
He is a winner of 2 Portier Awards.
And look,
better than Oscar.
And you can only be black to get it.
Which brings me back to one of my points. If we as a people focus on things like that and doing things like that and
we
put
have
our
the
energy into shit like that, are we gonna care about MTV Movie Awards?
Not at all.
Are we gonna care? We not. And
they said that was really her singing. She was on the 2nd season of Luke Cage. Sis can sing her ass off.
Wow. And that was a little bit of my argument with Jamar, like as far as like the wait, you see, just stop.
Yeah, he stopped. Go do what you got to do.
I ain't gonna throw you under the bus, but
pinch your
because I totally get what he's saying. Like we as hip hop gatekeepers, we definitely have to stand our ground and speak out when we see certain injustices. But I think it's equally important that we establish our own. Like, I couldn't figure out for the life of me. Like, people made such a fuss about, and I'm repeating this again, they're going to see this on Monday, but I'm just saying it to you because you're here. Like, people made such a fuss about, like, the Madonna tribute at the MTV Awards. And I felt like, are we looking to that for a proper Aretha tribute, though? Like, we should see 100 million viewers.
Wait, what happened? What are you talking about? Madonna did a tribute for herself. Whoa. Madonna made a tribute for Aretha?
No, I'm talking about the MTV. I said, like, when we talk about, when we talk about, like, they, king, who they deem is the king.
Yeah, I'm tired of that shit.
Things like, and I'm saying, like, fuck them and they, because they're always going to have their own narrative of what they've taken and emulated from other people. I think we should put our energy into establishing our shit.
Yeah, we can do it.
So rather than complain about what MTV did or didn't do for Aretha, there should be 100 million people watching the Soul Train Awards this year, because we know that's a place where we're going to see a proper and respectable tribute for Aretha. Yeah. Like, I'm into, focus on us, the we, not so much.
It's like
give a shit about them and they.
It's like my in Toronto. I was just in Toronto. They had the Toronto Film Festival still going on for another 5 days. It's called TIFF. Toronto. It's the 3rd largest film festival. There's Cannes.
Toronto International Film.
It's TIFF. It's called TIFF, International Film Festival. TIFF. Okay. So it's and I've heard about it for years. And this is my first time. I just happened to be there same time, and it's like you're looking through the schedule and seeing what's going on, and it's just like it's just reality. Like, these festivals are all about white people being wonderful. It's like an outfit shit, and they'll be like, oh, there's an African film, there's an Asian film. It's like, it's always about them, and it's always like mediocre ass films.
That's why we gotta create the Portier Awards.
I like that. I'm with that too. I like how that's
Could you imagine?
Let's get a Portier
Awards.
Start giving out the Portiers.
The first year
and then we started that shit right here.
Are you going to the Portier Awards?
We started the Portiers.
We're gonna start the Portier Awards.
Hey, I'm with that.
The Sydney Portier Awards, man.
We gotta trademark, copyright that like this week.
Seriously.
From dead ass.
The Portier Awards. Why not? Shit, I just love the sound of it. You could say the McDaniels because it's Hattie McDaniel was the first person to win it.
Portier sounds distinguished.
Portier sounds so amazing.
You could have maybe different ones for different.
The McDaniel Awards.
The McDaniels. What about the Belafonte? Would be a nice.
The Belafonte. We should just start the Belafonte plaque, or we need to start putting our names on shit, man. And doing our own award shows.
The Kit Award?
Yes.
Which one?
Eartha Kitt.
The Eartha Kitt for like maybe something multi-talented.
The Sammy Davis.
Hey man.
Get a Sammy Davis, man.
And to me, that's how you keep shit etched in history and stuff. Because, like, to be honest, like, we're never going to win trying to beat them at their game.
Oh man.
You know what I mean? It's like the freshest black rapper ain't gonna do Eminem numbers. It's like we're never gonna beat them
because
at their
they got
game.
it set up for them to take our shit and win awards for our own shit.
So we have to devise the plans that keep.
We have to devise the plans, right? Keep it here, but it has to be run right. You gotta have the right Negroes doing it.
Stop being
the right Negroes doing it.
Let me tell you, the Soul Train was real. I mean, not Soul Train.
Negroes doing it.
Wait, what's that about?
The right Negroes doing it.
What was I about to say? The Source Awards.
Man.
No. The Source Awards was raggedy as fuck. But no, but the Source Awards were like the most legitimate award categories and people actually winning the award.
But the thing is they were fighting during taping.
I'm saying that because Flipmode got best new group. I'm like, yes, Source Awards.
Shout out to my man Londell McMillan, who will be a guest on the You Know What I Mean Godcast.
But yeah, you know, you can't be getting shanked in the audience.
You can't be getting
I know.
And fights happening.
We got to do better, but you know what? If we do better, like we will,
It takes the right Negro.
Our flags will be planted.
Right.
Our legacies will be cemented.
Yes.
Like, we just have to.
It's like the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Like, what the? I go to that shit every year.
It's like, we can't.
Why do white people tell us we're the best at our own shit?
We can't. That's what I'm saying. You can't let people take your style and then sell it back to you. Like, you have to.
Damn. Like a Korean store owner, man.
Damn.
Right. And then disrespect you and shit when you walk in. Fuck that. You know what I mean? That's it. It's the Portier Awards.
Let's move on. Shout out to everybody.
I think that's the longest Jamar has ever been quiet.
Shout out to everybody that's why. Go to that description. Click on that link. Donate. Get your shout out popping. We here.
Let's see anything
what else we talking about?
I think
on the docket. No, there was something else.
Serena, the US.
Oh, Serena
US Open.
And what? Natasha Osaka
Naomi.
I call her Natasha.
Naomi
because
Osaka.
I was thinking of Russia for some reason. Natasha. Naomi Osaka. She is Haitian and Japanese. Yeah. Yet they want to play down her Haitian side and keep talking about that she's Japanese. Gee, I wonder why.
You know, right.
And she's like, hey, sapase.
Sapase, origato.
Well,
she's not doing the ambiguous thing.
You said sapase, origato.
She's definitely calling it out. There was a moment,
I saw the video.
Serena was getting frustrated,
They was booing the shit out of that little girl.
There was a lot of stuff going on.
She seems young, too. How old?
She's only 20.
Wow.
But there was a lot of stuff going on during the match where, Serena actually had to, she had to keep stepping to the
They accused her of cheating.
Yeah, and she...
The guy, the line judge.
And she was like,
Wait, they accused Serena of cheating?
Yeah, she...
Because I don't know what her coach or somebody was giving her the thumbs up, and they're trying to say, like, her coach was giving her coaching signs and signals, and she said, ever so gracefully, she said, look, I know you don't really do this, but this is what I do. And and she was like, I don't have, because this is like a first, I think, was this like his first match?
Or something,
ever refereeing? Like, whatever it was, he wasn't really qualified to be fucking refereeing the US Open.
You're talking to tennis. That's Serena is tennis.
At that level, right. Yeah. And she walked up there and she said, I know you don't do this, but I do. And I just need you to know. The crowd
was on her side.
She was like, I just need you to know I don't have to cheat. I'd rather lose.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, it was
so good. Brought it. She brought it.
Have to cheat. I'd rather lose.
And she lost. And so when they're presenting the trophy, now the crowd is just boo. Like, that little girl was...
That wasn't fair.
Yo, she was in tears. And Serena was like, hold up, y'all. I'm going to need y'all to, like, fall back and like
chill with the bullshit.
Yeah,
she earned it. Hey, and Serena even says every time I come here, you guys always give me trouble. You're always giving me trouble when I'm up here, and it's like Serena's about to break records. She's just coming off a pregnancy.
She's already broken.
No, she broke it. Now there's more that she's about to. She was going to tie some other tennis player if she would have won this one as far as Grand Slams. But she is the greatest athlete.
I'm so jealous that I can't smoke.
She's the greatest athlete.
I mean, you could.
I mean, I can, but I want to be like,
yo, she's the greatest athlete.
If you start slipping, that's on you, girl.
She's the greatest athlete in the past.
That's why I'm the
you can't handle your motherfucker.
I know. I look like a crackhead.
I can do it all.
She's the greatest athlete.
Because I'm a master of all things.
Numbers-wise, she's the greatest athlete, man.
Huh?
She's the greatest athlete of all time. I think it's that damn near. Period. Men and women. Because of her numbers and what she's accomplished. Yeah. She went to the finals of the US Open and just had a kid, man.
A year ago.
You understand? That's like, what?
Like, who does that?
And she's,
the whole body just got split open.
And then, and she's just now.
She had a problematic
she have a C-section?
labor. I think she was, her husband had put some posts up about her being on her deathbed, practically. Like it was a complicated
and she just
labor.
came out and played.
Swing.
And then wait till next year. She's gonna be ready even.
And you could tell they trying to, she's expressing, going through changes with her body, and you could tell they trying to knock off her shit. They fucking with her costume.
That's what white folks
her
do.
leotard.
Not to be mean. White folks do that.
And again, check out what Nike said. Nike said, hey, you can take the costume off the superhero, but you can't take away their superpowers. That was their ad for Serena.
She's like, you need to respect the sport. She has. She's broken damn near every record. And you know Lacoste. You know Lacoste? Mm-hmm. The alligator? You know it's named after a black guy. A French black guy.
Yeah, I know.
Because
that sounds
it's
funny.
a look. He was a player in like the 50s and 40s.
It's actually called the alligator.
The alligator because he was tough. He played his games tough. After a black dude. We are the shit. When I was in Toronto, in Toronto they got the Hockey Hall of Fame in Toronto. And I like Hall of Fame. I don't give a shit if it's the basket weaving Hall of Fame. I go. You know what I'm saying? Well, and so in the Hockey Hall of Fame, they got Grant Fuhrer. They got black hockey players. Willie O'Ree was the first NHL hockey player in modern hockey. So, me, I'm always Googling shit when it comes to our people. And I said, let me talk about hockey, because my white friends always argue, yo, you guys ain't taking over hockey. I punch up hockey, 1895 Colored Hockey League, okay? 22 years before the NHL, in Nova Scotia, Canada, African Canadians created modern hockey, okay? 1895, black people played hockey before white dudes in Canada. Just to let you know that. We're so dope. And ever since then, we've been skating on thin ice. Huh? Did you like that one? We've been skating on that. Speaking of alligator. The way I did it, oh, will you shut up, Ian? We get it. Black colored hockey players. Go ahead! Just one.
Come on!
Y'all can't look at
Bang, zoom!
Okay.
There you go. She want to hide on.
I ain't messing with y'all because I'm a lady.
Oh, that's what.
I still wear slips under my skirts.
Okay.
Yeah. Corset, maybe? I don't know.
Speaking of alligators.
But yes.
So, what the fuck was
Serena? We were doing Serena Williams. And Serena's amazing. She's dope. She's going to be back, and she's going to be killing them again. And Tiger Woods is making a comeback. He's getting better. They messed up his back. Dick Gregory.
Wait, I heard Tiger Woods might have a pay-per-view match against a nigga.
Oh, shit.
Did you hear about that?
Boxing?
No. Golf.
Damn, that's dope.
They might do a golf one-on-one.
Dude, that might
golf,
be a new thing.
Exactly.
Golf one-on-one with Tiger Woods.
But they might have to trim it down. Maybe do 9
holes
instead of the full.
Because 18 is like.
Yeah, but a quick 9 pay-per-view. That might be some new gangster way to make a payday.
That's dope.
Like, I got beef with you. It doesn't matter what fucking rank these faggots are saying we are. You understand what I'm saying?
Why they act faggots? Why?
Stop trying to be the faggot police, okay?
Yes.
Stop trying to be the faggot police. No, it's not. Don't worry about it. I'm not, first of all, when I say faggots, I don't mean homosexuals every time. It's just a word. It's just the word. So what? People say nigga every day, and they don't get as outraged.
And they lose their jobs and everything.
No, they don't. People say nigga in rap all the time. Whatever. These faggot.
Something about those 2 G's, I tell you.
Yeah. So anyway, if you would just let it go. I would have just gone.
You can't find like
sodomy advocates. You can't find whatever sodomy advocates. I'm gonna say sodomy advocates from now on. So these sodomy advocate ass motherfuckers. Anyway, damn, you make. What was we even talking about?
One-on-one golf. We talking about golf, and you found a way to be.
So I said these motherfuckers said
offensive.
Fuck y'all sodomy advocates. We gonna fucking. Who forgets y'all little a rating and saying, oh, I'm this number in the world or whatever the case may be. I'm number 2, I'm number 3, I'm number 55, whatever the case may be. I got the beef with this golfer. The people want to see
one-on-one.
Who's the better golfer between me and him. Fuck all y'all other motherfuckers.
That's dope.
I think that's ill.
That's super ill.
That's ill.
Yeah.
And a nigga like Tiger, since we love him so much, and he's a crowd favorite, yo, he's going to end up getting all the money. It's going to be Tiger against this one, Tiger against that one, Tiger against this motherfucker. Yeah. To where all of a sudden,
it's going to take golf to a whole new level.
His ranking ain't even going to matter.
Nope.
And he could just be getting bread on some pay-per-view shit.
And it could brand it.
I love it.
That's dope.
I love it. That's some new
golf battling.
Golf battling.
We gotta come up with like a cool name for that.
Yeah,
what do you call that?
I don't know.
Gattling. I don't know.
Golf battle.
Yeah, golf battling.
The hole in one. The hole in one battle.
The 9. No, it had to be the 9. The G9. The Glock. Not Glock.
Golf
G9. It has to be like the new G9 battle. That's 9 holes. Golf battles. G9.
Yo,
9 is dope.
Everybody at home, give us a name that y'all think that this
one-on-one
fucking golf battle,
the
one-on-one golf battles, what should the names be?
G9.
And of course, we're listening to those that donate first, but we might look at some of y'all.
What are the holes like pars? Like,
well, the pars are like how
people
many times it takes you to make that one hole. So
right.
If you're under par, that means for this particular hole, you got to beat 5 strokes.
Right, and if you get at 5 strokes, you're at par. If you get under 5 strokes, you're under par, which is good.
Right.
And if you go over what is suggested, then you're over par, and that's
2
not
strokes
good.
ahead of the par.
Right.
You should have had it within 5 or under strokes. So that's what par
So
means.
if you can get like 2 strokes under your par, that's like an eagle.
It's an eagle.
And then 1 stroke is like a birdie.
Mm-hmm.
And then just at par is par.
Like, when they hit the
so when they say you're up, you're up to par, you know what I mean? That means you're right where you should be at.
Right.
Okay. You know what I mean? But over par is not good. Because if this particular leg of the course is suggested for 5 swings and you shoot 7 swings, well, we're gonna fucking take that. We're gonna hold that against you.
You know, as a kid in cartoons, when they're golfing, they always go 4.
Right.
What's the 4?
That's just a warning that
4, because I think 4 is like. I'm coming.
Matter of fact, I don't know the origin of that, but I know it's a warning.
Okay.
But it's a warning. I don't know why they say 4. But we're in the age where that's Googleable.
Right.
Like, why do they say 4 as a warning in golf?
Yeah,
and I'll be like, oh well,
I would love to Google that.
You know why? Okay, here's my assumption. Before, like a 4 wood or a 4 iron or some shit, is probably the one that shoots far.
The farthest.
You see what I'm saying?
I'm using a 4.
Look out. Exactly.
Okay.
That's what I'm thinking it's probably from, just on my assumption.
Should I Google
don't.
I'd like to.
Yes, Google it. Because I bet you I'm probably right. And I don't think I heard that anywhere. I'm just using like deductive reasoning.
It sounds very logical.
And so it's probably a 4 wood or some shit like that. And that was the one that hits real far. And so the the likelihood of somebody getting hit by that was high. So they're letting you know.
The term, here we go. Other possible origins include the term being derived from the term foor, F-O-R-E, caddy, a caddy waiting downrange from the golfer to find where the ball lands. These caddies were often warned about oncoming golf balls by a shout of the term foor caddy, which was eventually shortened to just foor. Here's a Scottish history. Yes, the etymology for the word foor is not absolutely certain. The Oxford English Dictionary records its first use in 1878, you fuckers, as a warning cry to the people in front of a golf stroke. And like most people, believe it is an abbreviation of the word before, you cunts.
That was so Irish of you.
Yeah, there's an earlier reference in 1857 in a glossary of golfing terms. Its origin is also certainly earlier and bound up with that of the word caddy. Currently, there are 3 explanations for the origins of the term foor.
Very interesting.
From foor caddy to foor. See, it's the caddy thing again, right? Robert Clark repeated the story in his history in 1875, what is now commonly called a foor caddy. So it's all this caddy shit. You know what I mean?
And then
there's a bunch of stories for the reason.
Iron or four wood.
There's a war before, and so fires one great piece and thereafter the other. So there's like, someone used it as a saying, where before. So foor could be derived from an artillery term warning gunners to stand clear. That makes a lot of sense. This last explanation means, firstly, the term war before, beware before, was foreshortened to foor rather than where. And secondly, it must have been sufficiently well known to you used by golfers. You bastards! You fucking right! I'm from fucking Scotland! You fucking foor!
So the moral of the story is we creating golf battles.
But I think
taking over tennis.
It might have been a headbutt. Oh, hit you right in your fucking
and in the
forehead.
And right in your four.
And in the words of Chris Rock, as soon as they make a heated hockey rink, we taking over that too.
Hell yeah! Everybody's wearing
a heated hockey rink.
A heated hockey rink.
Whoa. Hold up. What? Niggas is taking over hockey. You ain't know? Oh, there's quite a few niggas in hockey right now. And there's some niggas, like, there's niggas that's stars right now in hockey. Yeah.
I can say this. I have a friend who is Nigerian, because I am. Kyle Oposo, who plays for the Buffalo Sabres. He is the captain of the Sabres, Buffalo Sabres. He is Nigerian. There's a Ginla who's Nigerian, who plays, I forgot what hockey team. There's PK Subban, is one of the best hockey players in the hockey league. There's a lot of brothers. And and the baddest dude, you know, this is what I learned, because I go to Canada a lot. There's a thing called the enforcer. There's these documentaries on the hockey players that beat up people.
Oh, yeah.
There's the enforcer. They're usually not the best hockey player. They fight. They go out when another team is being shitty to their main star. What they do is they send the enforcer out. And the enforcer goes to the other side and goes, you got one more time. And I'm going to fuck your man up.
See, I like that.
And so the best enforcer is this black dude named Guerre or something. He's a French black dude. You got to see the footage on him. He's the best enforcer in hockey. He has the best balance. So when they fight, he's good at grabbing the jersey. Fuck! He's the best. Brother, we be holding down, son. Black ice. You fucking bastard. You fucking fucking skaters. They're coming off there. You fucking piece of shit.
Awesome.
You fucking bloody fucking bastard. You cunt. You fucking cunt. What you are. We're the enforcers. Remember foor? How do we do it? We take your head. Foor. You farted. That's Florida.
You start doing that to him when he cut me off.
You know what? That's a pretty good one. Rah Digga got a nice.
Actually, I got one.
No.
No, I didn't headbutt nobody.
But it's a woman.
Yo, tune in tomorrow.
I know about to say
tune in tomorrow.
4 hours.
The motherfucking episode gonna drop. Yeah. We about to shut it down soon.
I ain't even eat Sunday dinner.
I gotta do 12:30. I gotta be in Manhattan 12:30.
All right.
Oh man.
We shut it down this week.
Yeah, this is.
Thank you for your input.
This was great.
Thank you for your input.
This is such a pleasure having you here, Godfrey. Oh my God, I'm so excited you're here.
We gotta figure out how to like.
We gotta keep it.
How we gotta figure out how to get you. In on the other joint. Right now we got to figure out how to get
even if the days are different, everybody's got shit.
We got to figure out the schedule.
If we go, hey guys, we're all here. Let's just do it. We just have to just kind of gully up and do it on those days, because everyone
Yeah, we're both been busy.
But I appreciate you guys having me again. Of course, we're going to keep doing this because I keep getting the feedback off my lives. And like, you got to get back on that again.
This one might be more off the hook than the other segment. I feel like we was about to fight about an hour ago.
That was great. You guys got so loud.
Nigga's face was red as
fuck. Boy, it was like a beat.
It was crazy, and I'm never, I don't raise my voice. Like,
that was so great.
Like,
you sounded like you were on the album.
I am the most docile, submissive woman ever, except for when I'm in the booth. Except for when I'm in the booth, that's a whole nother Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde.
Quiet, smooth.
But this was
great. He brings it out of you. Oh, my great.
Shit, Lord God, shit. Shit. But you know what?
Sneaky fucker, aren't you?
But I bring it out of him too. Most of the time, I really be fucking with him.
It's passion because you both are from the same artistry.
You know what's crazy?
It's passion. It's like when I'm with another comedian, we go off like, "What you mean, Pride? No, Pride was better than no." Yeah,
and when it comes to hip hop, like we're fighting for the same cause and shit. I'm like, wait, why?
You got a double battle too. You're a woman.
I'm like, why?
It's a man.
And she's little sister.
This is the man. What?
She's little sister.
We argue with each other. We both feel the same exact way.
You see?
Of course. That's what.
And she don't understand that I'm big bro.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, I'm big bro. Okay? So at the end of the day, big bro is big bro.
I'm just cuzzo. I'm cuzzo. I'm a cousin to what they do. But what's funny is like all your shit. What's funny is when I was coming up in comedy in Chicago, man, it was the 90s and it was Tribe, it was Brand New, it was all of you guys, Flipmode, and we would come up to your music in comedy shows. We would come up to your music. Like what you bumping? Bump the Brand New, bump the Flipmode shit, bump that dirty to come up.
Right.
This next dude coming up. And you getting the crowd rowdy and amped up to listen to your set through the hip hop shit. Like that's how I met Meth and Red. I met Meth and Red doing stuff.
Of that though. How about sometimes I listen to comedy before I write.
You know what I'm saying? Because we're all influenced by each other. Black folk in general,
some of the best hip hop is funny.
Right.
Well, first of all, hip hop's funny, but first of all, too, with how hip hop influenced me was I want to make sure.
It's cool to be funny in rap, Jamar.
Yes.
You don't have to be all serious.
You can be funny.
Because there's cool funny and there's fucking asshole funny.
Musicians, comedians. Musicians, comedians, and right. We all influence them.
And I never had a little sister either, so I'm all brothers. I come from 3 boys. I'm the oldest of 3 boys. Okay, so you'll understand soon where it's coming from, but. I had no sisters. I was almost happy I had no sisters.
See, the thing is, you guys were
because I was the type that if I would have had a sister, it'd have been
beating me up and shit.
I'd have been beating niggas up, all kind of shit would have been going on. Like, you would have been very upset with me. Why did you leave him alone?
I would have been running behind him trying to go to the club and shit.
Right. And I would have been annoyed by that. Like, yo, stop trying to hang with me, bro.
Yeah.
I didn't like my brothers trying to do that.
And I was that little rapper girl, like 11 and 12, trying to, sneaking in with some fake ID that they ain't look a day over fucking 10.
Yo, if I would have went to the Latin quarters and seen you in there or some shit, yo, it would have been problems for you.
I'm sure I would have stuck out like a sore thumb. I was so underdeveloped.
That's what I'm saying.
I didn't start getting.
Yo, it would have been problems for you.
I didn't grow a booty until I was 30. Wow. I didn't grow boobs until I was like 14. So as a little kid, like I pretty much was like looking like a little boy. And all
that was like the crazy me too. Like, I would have been like, fuck out of here. Right there.
And I would have really been there like on my hip hop shit because I was doing that.
Excellent. And that's another thing. How I said, what's the difference? Because some comics are asking, what's the difference between when you were coming up in hip hop with comedy? I said, the one thing about the hip hop back in the '90s, everybody left something in the room. They always left a message. You go, remember that line they said in Slow Down? Remember that shit you said in, we always quoted people. We quoted Nas, we quoted everybody. Even when something that pertained to life. Remember it said, blah, 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 don't forget, But then I said with comedy, I always was about what am I going to leave for the audience to go, damn, that shit he said was dope. You know what I mean? Because you can see a bunch of comedians, you see a bunch of funny dudes, there's a lot of funny men and women, but who said some shit? Like, who actually left something where like, yo, that motherfucker said that Klan joke? That was dope. I always wanted to be that dude. I always wanted to be, you know what I mean? Because you can be funny. You can do hacky-ass jokes and get away with shit. Yeah. But I like when someone's saying some shit, when someone's taking a chance and talking about some real shit. Like, there's black people and there's niggas. That's memorable shit. Yeah. Like you were talking about Chris Rock already. He did shit. Like, I want to leave something. That's what Brand Nubians did. Are you fucking kidding me? That's what you leave something in the fucking room, man. Like, wow, they dropped that on us. When Ice Cube used to say, keep your hand on the steering, remember? He would teach you when the cops stop you. Oh, yeah, remember Burn Hollywood Burn? He said, man, let's go watch some Black Caesar. Fuck this. Burn. But just little shit that they would drop like nuggets. That's what I'm about every time I leave the stage. I got white folks going, I never thought about it like that. That was oh yeah, I do Klan jokes. Man, I do Klan jokes in Alabama, son. I go there because that's the way my mind works. I can't, when you get on the mic, I want it to mean something. There's a lot of people that are funny. Black people are funny. There are people that are not even comics that are funnier than us, But when I go on stage, I gotta let motherfuckers know it's an art form. It's a real art form. Like, nah. And there's comics that, listen, they're making way more money than me and doing garbage shit. But I'm like, fuck that.
That's in every industry.
Every industry is like that.
There's always corny motherfuckers making more,
no doubt,
selling out more.
They'll buck their eyes and and I'm like this. Let me tell you something about the Klan. You guys aren't as supreme as you think you are, white supremacy, because you're saying it's in the name of Jesus, but Jesus was a dark dude, so that ain't white supremacy. Then, to top it off, the swastika is an Indian symbol. That's not white supremacy. So I break shit down. I say, why don't you become supreme and use your own white symbol? But the way I do it, it's funny. They're laughing at it. They're like,
but you dropping them gems.
Because there's a fine line between preaching and telling jokes. You got to tell jokes. Fuck that. Because I got fans from every race.
Right.
So how am I going to make this palatable for this old white man, this young white dude, this middle-aged Indian guy? I got to make it palatable. So that's where the art form comes. They better be laughing. There better be a punchline or I'm just preaching. And then there's a place to preach, though. There's a platform for everything you do. And
I'm sorry.
No, that's all right.
You off, but to credit what you're saying too, I feel like that's how we have to reach like these younger artists. Yeah. Like they are, Jamal, like they don't come from our era of live niggas like that. Like they don't know being on a corner like really selling drugs and shit like that. Like their hustle is some completely different shit. Like they don't really they didn't live through the crack era. They didn't. So
what happened was something was removed. You see, like the niggas that could have been their mentors for them to know what a live nigga was was dead or in jail.
No, you're right. So what they're doing now is they're listening to the rappers. They're listening to rappers for them lessons that, for what they're not getting from the elders in their lives. Mm-hmm. And like the way their brains are now, I mean, there's some, like, a lot of them are, they're using the drugs. To me, it looks like two different, like, spectrums of them. It's like half of them are, on the drug wave, and they're just clouded judgment, listening to the mumble, like they understand that shit. And then there's the other ones that are like these bookworms, and they're just all into the wordy and the emo and the shit like that. So I feel like if you as an, and not to say that we have to adapt to their style, but if you can find a way to speak their language to them, but drop the gems of our wisdom. Like the only way that you're going to be able to successfully do that and implement that is like we have to listen to their music sometimes. Like it might be unbearable, to say the least.
You got to do it,
but you got to at least learn the language
what's going on.
Say, oh, okay, I'm going to say this and do this, and this is how I'm going to reach that way, because they don't want to hear us. I mean, in real life, we're talking to our demographic, like. Naturally, our kids, like, they don't want to hear us.
But you made a good point.
They don't want to hear us old heads bitching and moaning about hip hop.
But when you speak their language, it's like you go to a foreign country and you just learn a couple phrases and they go, man, we appreciate you studying us, at least like trying to get with us. It's the same way with the young people. That's why it's important to like listen. What are they talking about? Oh, okay. Because if you just yapping and not even knowing,
like we can't like.
Well, see, here's the
like,
thing.
We can't just sit here like you not hip hop.
Yeah, you can't. At least
I think we assume that just because we're saying that though, that we're not listening. Like, yes, I listen to this shit. I listen to these young boys' shit. I listen to their music.
No,
that's how I know that a lot of it is bullshit.
But we know about J. Cole. We know about Kendrick Lamar.
Yeah, those are the only two you can really name right now.
Yeah,
that's what's so fucking crazy.
No, well, on the main stage. There's
right. But the thing is, like, it's not about trying to hate on the new, because at one point we was the new. Like, I get it. I remember feeling vitriol and bitterness from, like, old school rappers when we were first coming in. Because we were, in their minds, we was Little Yachty. Right. And you understand what I'm saying? Like,
right.
Like, we was the niggas that I wasn't there at those parties where I was hearing the tapes from. Right. I was too young. But I heard the tapes. I had the tapes.
Yeah.
But I wasn't there. So now these niggas feel like, well, I was there.
Right.
Nigga.
Right.
You see? Yeah. So, like, I'm more official than you because I was there. And all you did was has the tape. Yeah, in a way. Yeah. Like, and I remember me and X used to talk about, like, damn, the old school niggas, they're very bitter. They're very bitter, like
dope shit.
And I don't ever want to be that way.
Right, and what I'm saying is, I'm not bitter. Like, I'm so happy for the fact that
I don't think you're bitter, but sometimes when we're conversating, I don't think you realize how you become. It's like my way is the right. Your opinion is stupid. My opinion.
But see, that's just the Virgo in me. And shout out to Virgo season. We in Virgo right now, and all my Virgos understand how I come, because that's just some Virgo shit. Like Virgos believe that things should be in a certain order, in a certain way. You understand? Like
I'm Sagittarius. We free spirit. We go.
I hear you.
We go where the spirit moves us.
And but Virgos are very intelligent people, and not for nothing. A lot of times we do be right about a lot of shit. So that being said,
but you're right doesn't make the rest of the world wrong.
That's true. That is true.
And you can't.
And that's true. But the rest of the world right now is trying to tell me that a real nigga's opinion don't matter. And I'm trying to say, yes, it does. So I'm speaking for real motherfuckers. Hang on, let me finish. Let me finish. I'm speaking for, and you can't. It's not always going to be palatable. I'm sorry, but I'm speaking for real niggas who know about this hip hop shit from its inception up until now, that truly love it, its whole, all the art form of it, not just pieces of it, but the whole art form, and understand how to curate it. Okay? Like, I'm a hip hop curator. At some point, somebody has to make the decision how the artwork gets in the museum, how the music gets on the radio station, how things get onto TV. There are certain gatekeepers to this shit. Huh?
Even in art, and even in museums, there be some bullshit art on the wall.
Right. Because there's some people that don't,
off or something.
Right, and some people, or maybe the curator didn't understand fully their job.
Right.
And I'm just saying, I'm not the only one. I'm not saying that my curation is the only curation, but I know that my curation is super authentic, and it's out of love. It's not out of hate of anyone. It's out of love for this shit, and I'm speaking for those who are not in the position to speak like I am. So now let other people come. You're a curator as well. So now I got to listen to your voice. That's why you're here. I got to listen to your voice as well. You understand what I'm saying? But I come from a little bit further. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm just a little. I'm old as fuck.
You're old as fuck. I was not on Sedgwick Avenue at that party. I
wasn't either, but I had the tapes.
I had conversations with Kool Moe Dee one time. I saw him in Ralph's grocery store in LA. I saw him.
I'm about to be 50.
And let me tell you, he was telling me about, of course, the LL and Kool Moe Dee battle, why LL got mad at him, and he explained all the whole shit. Then he explained to me about Run DMC. That was the most interesting one, where he goes, yeah, when Run DMC came out, Grandmaster Flash, they were so pissed at Run DMC, they was like, who the fuck, what is this shit about some wear my glasses so I can see? The fuck? We talking about the streets, we talking about the message, we doing this. So it was the same thing. They were mad at Run DMC. And, you know, I'm thinking, Run DMC, they're great. And then Grandmaster Melly Mel, like, these motherfuckers going, I wear my glasses so I can see. No, I'm talking about the message. Did you hear we talking about New York and the crime? Yeah, so it was the same. It's always that way. Maybe Miles Davis was sitting there chilling. You know, Louis Armstrong was like, who the fuck is this Miles dude? I'm the one that, you know, you never know. It probably happened. I mean, when Africans first started making music, there was one guy that started drumming. And another dude came with the djembe. They said, "Who's this djembe?"
I don't think people
your
realize.
Your djembe is not the real drum, motherfucker.
Nah,
I don't think
because motherfuckers was passing shit down.
How much hip hop inspired people to really like be geeks and bookworms. Like you have a
you
have a motherfucker like Kara and see, and that's the next generation that came after their generation. Now here comes me and
no, I was geeking. What are you talking about? We was on our book shit back then.
No, I'm talking about the hip hop pivot era coming into
right. Okay.
I mean, we're both
right.
90s.
Okay.
You're early 90s. I'm late 90s, but we're both 90s.
Got you.
I'm talking about the transition from the 80s to the 90s.
Got you.
Right. Now they went from the park and squashing the beef, and now. You know, someone like me who's listening to KRS-One, who's like listening to read a book and, you know, stay in school, don't be no fool, you know. Like, we're hearing those things and now we're the,
But we also heard a lot, you know what a lot of the theme was
and all the cautionary tales. Don't sell drugs.
But a lot of the theme was, don't sell out.
Yeah.
Don't fucking, like, rap just for money and shit like that, like, do it for the love of this hip hop shit.
Oh, absolutely.
Like, what happened to those, and those were some of the greatest hip hop songs.
Yeah.
But we've lost those messages because niggas sold out.
Big time.
Like we were cautioning people so much that they ended up just doing what we were scared.
You know what?
You see, and that's
we had those. Now
that's something to look at.
No,
stop being scared of some shit, or you're gonna make it come true.
But we had those sellouts, but we knew they were sellouts. So
they didn't take over.
They were standout sellouts. It's like, okay, it don't matter if you're selling more, if you're doing more, because this is the this is the essence. This is the essence right here. I think what fucked it up was once the sound shifted. I think it shifted from New York altogether to down south, and then it changed. Then it was like, okay, now we're gonna.
When Master P came on the scene, they were selling stuff out of the trunk. First, the hustle changed too.
Yeah, Master P,
they became a Southern people, because I know how I got wind of the Southern game was when Mike Epps was my roommate, so in Queens, in Long Island City, and I remember when he would come from the South doing his Southern tours, he would bring back all these. He said, "Man, I just met this dude, man, Master P and Silk the Shop." I was like, "Who are these dudes?" So he would bring on all their DVD or their CDs in our house, so we were playing all these dudes from the South, and I was like, "Oh, this shit's about to change." The Southern shit took the fuck over, man.
Yeah.
Oh my God, and all those crazy albums with the. You remember it went glittery.
The rhymes got simpler, and then so now the next generation of rap nerd and wordy motherfuckers like, wait a minute, where's the complexity in that?
Yeah, and it was and then the Southern rap changed within that shit. Some new cats came after Master P, within Lil Wayne, and then the Cash Money, and that changed, man. And then there was the Screw that went to Texas. Man, it was like, it was amazing. Because when you travel so much, you go to different cities, like, fuck y'all listening to? Oh, we listen to Screw. It's real slow. And I'm like, but it's Southern.
When I was younger on my promo tour and stuff, first thing I wanted to find out was like, who's popping in this town? Because, I want to meet this artist or break bread with him, possibly work with him. What's the hottest record in this region? At my show tonight, I'm going to kick a freestyle over there instrumental. That was like
that's a way.
That was my ploy.
That's the way.
When I was on my promo tour, I used to fuck niggas up out here in these rap streets. But I'm like, yo, that bitch is president. I was
out here in these rap streets.
Yo,
rap streets.
I was fucking rapping circles around Flipmode. Like I was just really, really on my game. But
your style was.
I'm about to get her back on her game.
I used to think
I never got off my game.
I thought Rah Digga was.
I'm gonna need you to show and prove.
I thought you.
She brought a rap book with her today for some reason. The fuck you bring that for?
I can't.
For what?
Your voice did not.
But you ready to go downstairs after this?
She was like, I bet she's a big ass chick. Like
everybody said
your voice
that.
was so heavy. Like I said, bet she's a big. Then
I
said, oh my God, that's her.
Yo, I seen her.
Cute.
I saw her in a fucking parking lot back in the days, right by the studio and shit. And I was like, you gotta be kidding me.
I was just fucking skinny.
Like seriously, like
I was
she was
wearing like sweatpants under my jeans. I was
skinny.
drinking like inshores, trying to gain weight. I was doing the most trying to gain weight.
Yeah, and you might have tights on that day to top it all off. I was like, well, goddamn.
And that voice, that's
no booty, none whatsoever.
I was like, Rah Digga is very thin,
string being
very thinner than her voice comes across as.
Yeah, man.
This is what I can say.
This has been awesome, guys.
I know. I'm like, we got to break. I want to know what Godcaster is gonna fucking turn this on and just sit there. I challenge y'all to watch this whole shit. Y'all better. We were dropping jibs.
I'm here in Staten Island.
We got to figure out how we're gonna drop it, right? So So the response is dropping tomorrow.
Yo, this is out right now.
I was about to say, no, look, okay, this is out right now, but you figure people are watching Power, people are watching Black Girl
so they
Rock.
might see this.
So what we can do is, y'all got, those of you with us tonight got your exclusive, and maybe we'll just break this in half.
Can you follow me on Instagram?
Okay.
Half of it Wednesday and the other half on Friday. Boom.
Follow me on Instagram.
Otherwise, we're not gonna have no content for Wednesday.
I need millions of followers.
I got you.
Y'all, come on. I should be in the millions.
Always thinking.
When it goes off, I'm
120,000 I got. Some shit. So follow me, Comedian Godfrey. Let's get to 1 million followers. Man.
Okay, let's stop playing. We all need like 1 million followers, right?
We need millions. We should all have like 2.5 each million followers.
Fuck.
From that means we're back in theaters no matter where we go, even if it's just to do a lecture. Hell,
back in
y'all
theaters.
know y'all like when I shut him down. Spin that bread.
We might gotta meet live one day. You don't know, in a theater somewhere.
Go to the description. Go in there, click in that box. Hit us with the donation. We appreciate y'all for spending this time with us.
Yes, this is.
We felt that it was needed to come to y'all. Because tomorrow's episode, we're not going to segment it through the week. And we're just going to give you one full episode tomorrow. It's about an hour and a half.
On a Monday.
And it's going to be mostly my response to Eminem and, peppered with her getting on my goddamn nerves.
Pepper with me plugging his nerves.
But I still love her. But she was getting on my goddamn nerves.
Robin Harris.
And don't y'all let all that hollering distract from the fact that Eminem roasted that nigga.
And don't let it.
I thought the fact that Eminem paid attention is awesome.
Listen,
right?
I got in his brain. I made him respond.
So good.
Shit was whack.
I hope
it's no back to back. Nobody's reciting it. Nobody's really gonna play this song. Who's even playing his album right now a week later? Nobody. So anyway. We love y'all for spending your time with us.
And that's why we didn't segment it, because we felt
right.
Like
we don't want to.
It didn't warrant to be stretched. The response didn't need to be stretched out. Like
that would have gone farther than the album itself. Like
people would actually be mad at us in the comments. Like, all right, can y'all talk about something?
Yeah, can y'all just let it go? Like,
So
awesome. We're gonna give you the
y'all
full
welcome.
thing
It was
tomorrow.
my idea.
Yay.
I'm gonna leave you hanging.
He giving me credit. It was my idea.
It was her idea. And I said, you know what? You right.
I'm like, I don't think
let's not chop this shit up. Let's just put the whole shit out.
They're going to cuss us out if they got
Shout out to my man Harold.
4 different shows.
Shout out to my man Harold for being able to put the whole shit out in one shot. And I'm going to hit you up. Maybe you could chop this up for us. This one right here. And we'll do what we do with this.
You want to send him this 3-hour ass file? He was like,
it's
peace and love
2:23
from all of us.
Okay.
2 hours and 23.
I have to get out of here.
That's not bad. Okay.
Yeah, but we're about to be out.
Yeah.
We appreciate y'all once again. Go to patreon.com / you know what I mean. YouKnowWhatImean.com /support. Cash.me / $, you know what I mean. And shit, you can still click the link in the dashboard.
All right, fuck it. Good night. I need to sit right now. Peace.
Peace. Yo, don't get the fuck out of here.
I want to go watch Power.
I think I just bye, y'all. Bye, niggas.
I'm in Manhattan, baby. I'm out this
bye,
bitch,
niggas.
I want to go watch Power.
Fucking day, yo.
Peace. It's the absence of all confusion. United we stand, divided we fall. 2 fingers together is the real peace sign, y'all. Brand Nubian peace gear. Hoodies. T-shirts. Snapbacks. Available at hoodcheese.com. Get yours today.